Greeting, I'm Vincent. Thanks for joining me for today's event. So we will continue on today's specific agenda. So on the network management system, or we turn it short for NMS, as a services. NMS, or we call it network management system, depend on your scenario. Different customer will have a different kind of usage. For instance, this is a typical NOC environment. Is for network operation center, is to consolidate entire network or multi-site or global network into a single site. That way you can have a centralized personnel to be monitoring and then to provide the assistance on the system status and so on, right? So this is one of the typical need for the NMS. Besides the typical like the NOC, Network Operations Center, that have a huge requirement on the NMS. Usually for, let's say, like data center, or you have the server farm that have a lot of network equipment server required to monitoring. Same time also for you will have some application mission critical to be monitoring for the respective performance and so on. There is also another typical need for the NMS. As a private network, whether you are the government or you are the private enterprise, corporate, and so on, where you will include maybe one site, multiple site, and then you will split across for multiple kind of the monitoring access, where split from the network element, the switches, network security devices, and then for the physical server or virtual server, and then through the mission critical application, or maybe you have the enterprise Wi-Fi network where you want to be monitoring. At the same time for voice over IP video performance, and also like for the storage. At the same time, like all kind of the custom monitoring as per specific escalation you being created and so on. As you can see from just the past few slides that I've shared with you from typical usage for the NMS, actually they have a lot of applications. But the key thing here is that the modern standard for monitoring for network element, let's say like a router switch, security one server, waiting for the performance and the services, let's say for the email, the SMTP services or FTP services, and then for your virtual environment, and for your enterprise wireless AP and the controller, and then for your network SAN storage environment, and then for the network critical net flow and the bandwidth monitoring to know exactly what is inbound and outbound for all kind of the preferences, protocol and application pass through their specific interface. And then for voice over IP video, video over the IP scenario. And then also for such as the network device configuration change, monitoring, and then for the alarm at the same time, of course, we are talking about nowadays for the application performing monitoring, and then the network inventory or system inventory for what is the exact spec, let's say like how many CPU memory or network interface cards we keep the network equipment. All those things, as you can see that from the modern NMS, it keep changing and evolving, right? This for a lot of the customer, for instance, that feel that it is a challenge, especially when your core business is not fall under to keep invest in the never-ending NMS technology and services, or maybe in such a way that you intend to focusing on your core business, where you still need this kind of the advanced technology to be part of the monitoring on your services and so on. This for some time it will trigger the need that you looking for then subsequently we are talking about recurring revenue, just to make sure that you are up to date on all kind of support and technology, right? Thirdly, you may be in the scenario that as some reseller, vendor is part of the project, you want to provide the managed services for the customer, but it is not your core business either. Then all those will trigger the need for the network management system as a services. Network management system, as we've been aware that the business is going to keep changing and so impose the challenges, and then usually typical investment is about the expensive upfront investment and capital expenditure required, and then the extensive recurring OpEx for subsequent years, right? So at the same time, the system maintenance and overhead, because you still need to maintain your own people to maintain it, and then to make sure your people know how to do it, you still need to invest in the training and so on, right? So at the same time, that you're doing for the continuous update and upgrade as required as the technology keep changing, right? So this all the posing into the IT and the business side, then sometimes it is not the viable to invest this as a system. And when you may trigger for the alternative solution, whether we can subscribe it as a services. It's been NMS as a services solutions, so it is based on the scenario and to assist the customer to address all the change and challenges we described. And then why so this is a special subscription? Because no capacity investments require upfront, right? Pay as you use, right? So, and then one more important point is it is fully managed and maintained by espin personnel. There are no more update and upgrade neither, because those things is done by espin, right? You no need to invest in additional overhead into maintain it, and then you worry about on the turnover matter, right? At the same time, because of this is a subscription, it is running on an operating expenditure model, so you can make it the subscription to the business during contractual period. For instance, you may need it, so you have an annual budget, right? So you can be spreading across the cost during the period of time when you use. Depending on your scenario, usually typical business subscriber we're talking about, typically we are talking about, instance is about 3 to 5 year contract, where you can fully see the saving during the period of time. And then for full system, right? So each will be supplying the hardware, software, plus all kind of the services, and then is to leverage our master NMS for the cloud, right? So we will provide the full global coverage into the business in the cloud quickly. At the same time, then site applying for enterprise private network monitoring for the customer have the private network monitoring. Yes, we have the appliance on site or in the virtual appliance, basically depend on the situation you look for. And then of course, for some customer go beyond the normal standard package offering, you are looking for fully customized and add-on for the advanced monitoring, right? All those will be our package offering. In summary, the unique value propositions, it is the managed device subscription. It can start from as low as one device to scalable to almost no limit, lead to multi-site, multi-box for the distributed architecture basic. Just start with the device quantity you require, then top up as per needed, so you no need to buffer upfront because you pay only what you really utilize. And then the standard money report will be provided, so you will get the consistent value benchmark and give month to month. And then from the 1 year, we'll give you the yearly summary for entire subscriptions. At the same time, for the wine edit, email will forward on the 24x7 to the specific email address that you want to edit you for maybe one of the network router on the site is being down for 1 hour, 2 hours, and then or maybe we will help you to escalate to your level 1 email, and then maybe the thing if it accumulated down for 8 hours, we help you to further escalate to the level 2 email address for the someone in a more higher ranking to escalate for the support and so on. Right? All those we need cover, and then you no need to be worried about it. Then for join us for the event, if you still have further have some clarification and concern in hand, so feel free to browse our website at www.espincorp.com. Of course, if you have a specific case and you want to discuss based on your case, and then you need the item quotations and so on, feel free to contact us for further assistance.